In Moodle, you can display a selection of images in a gallery-like format on your Moodle course. This tool is called the Lightbox Gallery. And just to show you how it looks, I've got an example here. So if I scroll down to my week 1 area, I have a resource here called Gallery of Example Websites. Now, if I click on this link, it will take me to a page with a selection of images as thumbnails. If I click on the first image, a larger version of the image will get displayed, and I can then navigate through the rest of the images using the navigation buttons. So you can see this is a really nice way of displaying images on your Moodle course. So I'm now going to take you through the steps of how you create a Lightbox gallery. So I'm going to go back to my course page, and in this example I'm just going to create the same gallery as I've done above. So I'm going to select Add an Activity or Resource. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select Lightbox Gallery. Click Add. I now need to type in a name, and this will act as the link to the resource. The description is optional, so you can put something in here, although I found in our current version of Moodle it doesn't actually display the description, so until this bug is fixed you may as well just leave it blank. Now if I click this arrow here next to Advanced, it will drop down a number of options. For example, if you've got a large number of images, you might not want to show them all on the same page. So I could click this drop down box and I could say select 10 instead. And instead I may want to have 3 images per row. You will also notice there's an option to display the full caption text. This is the text that will appear under the image. So by default it says no, but if you do want some text under the image, you can click yes. You'll also see you can allow comments on your gallery. And there are some other settings, but for this example I'm just going to use the defaults that appear here. And I'm going to click Save and Display. Now this is where I add my images to the gallery. Now it's best before you do this to actually collect all your images together, and in my case I've added my images into a folder on my profile. So I'm going to click this yellow folder here. I'm going to find my network drive, and this is the folder I want, so I'm going to double click that to open it, and my images are contained in this website examples folder here. Now I've got 6 images here in this folder. For the purposes of this I'm just going to select 4. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is just minimize this screen, so I'm just going to click this option here. It makes this window smaller. I'm going to select Add Images, and this is where I can now drag and drop my images into this box here. Now you can actually use the Add File icon here, so if I click Add File and click Choose File and select my folder, I could add my images in this way, but I then have to do them one by one. So if you do have the drag and drop facility on your computer, then I would advise using it. So I'm just going to open up my window where my images are again, and I'm going to select the first 4, and I'm just going to drag them into this box, and I'm just going to let go. Now it can take a while to upload all the images, especially if you're doing a lot at the same time, and it also depends on the memory size. So don't worry if it's taken a while, just be a little bit patient. You'll know when it's finished uploading because it will then display thumbnails of the images into this area here. So I'm just going to scroll down, I'm going to click Add Images. And my images are now displayed as thumbnails. You'll notice now if I click on the first image, the larger version will open up and I can navigate through. Now I may want to add a couple more images, so that's easy to do. So all I need to do is click Add Images, and then those remaining images, the 2 here at the bottom, I can drag in. So once my images are displayed as thumbnails, I just scroll down and select Add Images. These will add them to the gallery. And you can now see I've got 6 images there. You'll notice there's captions under the images, and if you remember when I created my Lighthouse Gallery, I set it to yes to allow full text captions. Now what it does by default, it adds the file name as my caption. So you might actually want to change that. You'll notice now, if I click Turn Editing on each image, I get this drop-down box. And in this drop-down box, I've got different options. So if I wanted to, I could delete an image, I could resize it, I could flip it 180 degrees, for example, rotate it. But in this example, I'm just going to change the name of the caption. So if I select Caption, I'm going to change that to Dream Cars and select Update. If I go back to the gallery, you'll now see my caption has been changed. So if I want to delete one, I could just select this, for example, and click Delete. You just need to confirm you want to delete it and click Yes. So if I go back to my home page, you can now see I've got another gallery there. So if I click on it, you'll see the images displayed, and clicking it will allow me to see my gallery and allow me to navigate through. So that's the end of my tutorial on creating a gallery of images in your Moodle course, and I hope you found that useful. Thank you.